Yeah, I just finished 48 weeks of chemotherapy. Anybody want to give it a try? It was one of the hardest things I went through. It was really, really difficult. And for the first 3 months, I was really suicidal. I was thinking of jumping in front of the trains constantly. When I was taking them, I'd have to stand near the wall because I was afraid I was going to jump. Um, like if I was in the kitchen cooking or something, I had to use a knife. I'd just think of sticking myself with it for no reason. Just really weird thoughts. I thought of jumping off of. I live on 10 stories up. I thought of jumping over the edge. Um, and Also early in my treatment, they didn't know really if I was going to finish. I mean, I started getting rashes, really bad rashes, and they almost got infected, and I had to take hydrocortisone for that, and then I had trouble sleeping constantly throughout the treatment, and I lost a lot of weight, and I got really weak, but I was still able to exercise, and it was really, really tough. Um, and then I started getting homicidal. Uh, After 3 months, I started getting homicidal, and I remained homicidal until the rest of my treatment. So I had to stay home. I had to hide out from people, and I'm really lucky that my wife is pretty level-headed, so she helped me maintain at home and everything, or she just ignored or did whatever she had to do. And I even sometimes, like when I'd wake up, I had to pee a lot in the rear of iron, and I'd think of strangling her while she was asleep for no apparent reason. And I mean, I got that urge, like, I mean, for no reason at all. I was just so homicidal. I thought of strangling her constantly for like 3 months, but I didn't tell her. One time I told her, and then she got kind of nervous. But and what else? Let's see. The my blood count was off. So I had to hide out from people because I was afraid of being homicidal, that I didn't go out that much. I stayed inside for 48 weeks for the most part, other than trips to the hospital and the doctors and the occasional grocery runs. That's about it. I had to put off cleaning, a lot of cleaning, because my white blood cells were low. My white blood cell count was so low that I had an easy possibility of getting infection, getting sick, getting the flu. I had to wear a special mask, one that you wear, a NIOSH 95. It's a pretty high level mask, particular mask. And I had to wear that to avoid getting infections and everything. And I had rashes, and it was rough. And at some points with my blood work, my white blood cells were down so low that my doctor thought that he was going to have to take me off the treatment. At other times, my platelets were so low, he thought he was going to have to take me off the treatment. And when your platelets get low, you can bleed to death. Just from a simple cut, you just keep bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. And by the time you go to the hospital and get a transfusion to get blood that will stop the clot, it's like too late. So that was one of the other reasons that I almost had to stop treatment. I mean, there's many, many different reasons, and it's just kind of a stroke of luck that I got through 48 weeks of chemotherapy. And hopefully I won't have to ever do it again until I'm way later on down the road, you know. So I think it worked, and I'll find out in 6 months if it did or not. But officially, I'm off the treatment now.